This is a Rend tutorial on how to tame creatures. I've struggled to find a video that actually showed someone taming one, so I thought I'd make one myself. First of all, you need a crystal. To get this, you need spirit residual and sunstone topaz. To get the sunstone, you simply need to grab a sledge and just bash a tier 1 rock with left click. At random, you'll get a geode. You can then salvage this to randomly potentially give you a sunstone topaz. To get the spirit residual, you simply need to collect some spirits at night and hand them into your divinity stone. You can see I've got 15. Once you hand them in, you get a nice chunk of experience with the residual. Lastly, you need to create some arrows. So there's two ones, there's tier 1 and tier 2, which are the best to start off with. Tier 1s are generated from rough arrows. And to get your rough arrows, you simply need to bash down a tier 1 tree with an axe. Left click and that'll get you some sticks. You can then convert the sticks into rough arrow and then convert them into spirit arrows. So to create these items, you need to go to the taming station, which is located here. You can see all the different taming items you can create, but the main ones you need is one crystal and a heap of arrows. To be cautious, it's best to have more arrows than not enough, just in case you run out in the middle of a taming exercise. So craft up to 60, 70, 80, and you should be fine. To get into the action, you need a weak bow. I simply just crafted one of these tier 1 bows because you don't want to kill the animal during the taming process. So to start off with, you need to use your taming crystal, hit it, and it should have these little spirit markers hanging around it. You can then try to kill the animal. Once you kill it, you'll send it into the spirit world. Once it's in the spirit world, there's a number of different ways you can get to the spirit world. One with a mushroom. If you're a shaman, you have a few abilities that can take you there, which is probably the easiest. You can also craft a potion and create a totem. The easiest ways I've found is to harvest these mushrooms at night, stack up about 20, and that should be enough to capture the creature. Now this portal lasts for 10 minutes, and once you create it, anyone can walk through it. So if you have a shaman in the group, you're struggling to make the materials, you can just ask one. So before you go into the spirit world, equip your weaker bow and make sure you've selected the enchanted spirit arrows. As soon as you travel in there, you'll see your animal in the spirit world, which you can then start to attack. Now there's a number of different ways you can do this. One is to hide into a building. The creature will bug out and he won't actually be able to hit you. Each time you hit the creature, you'll see the taming levels stack up. So right now it was up to 15 and then it dropped back down to 7. The more you hit it, the higher the stack, the faster you tame. You can see the blue bar marking up. If you kill the animal before you've tamed it, it'll fail. So you have to really be careful. That's why you need a weak bow. I couldn't hit it anymore, otherwise it will die, but luckily I successfully tamed it. Then once you've done, you can exit the spirit world. And because I've got 10 minutes on this portal, I might just tame a few more and show you more examples. So these big beasts, they can carry a lot of weight, so really good to have. I just kite him a little bit closer to the portal to make it easier. Gets close enough, then we can start attacking and killing it. It is now in the spirit world, and I'll just get rid of this smaller one. Once again, before you go in, switch your bows over to the weaker one and double check that you've selected the spirit arrows. Now if you're wearing heavy armor, you can pretty much just stand there. The creature will attack you and really won't do any damage. You can see I'm just spamming this because he's got lots of health. The taming tick is getting up to 97 now. So once you're finished and you're happy, you need to go to the spirit stables. Stand on this little portal thingy, press O, and you can see all the pets you have. You simply click on the pet you want and set to active. There's also options to abandon if you want to get rid of some, as well as revive, which each creature takes its own materials to revive. Once you've selected one, there's a hotkey to press Z to summon it. And once you've got it open, you can rather mount it, open up its weight, its carrying capacity, and you can give it various commands. Open up the command prompts, you press and hold V. There you've got passive, defensive, flee, stay, follow and harvest. Move to attack. If you want your pet to stay alive, just keep it on ignore and follow whilst also ignoring the harvesting. It needs to be out to gain levels, so if you're cashing in spirits, make sure you've got your pet out to get all that experience. Anyway, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you find taming quite easy. Higher the levels, the harder they are to tame. Cheers.